So if you have an online business or you're wanting to start an online business, most businesses will have something called a squeeze page or a landing page. And if we go into our current funnel, we're getting a new one soon. Just say you're promoting on Instagram. And then you would click here. So you put in your email address, and once you're directed to that page, just like that lady or lady actually, Irene created a free account. They would get added to my list. I can't show you due to security, but I was just testing it there. And then we'd have campaigns, and that's done for your email. So that's emails they'll get on automation, automatic. So the current one is 90, our new one's going to be 365, which will be a lot better for us. So this will just load some stuff up. So they get the welcome email as soon as they opt in. The next day, you don't get an email, then that one, and then there's a break and things like that. There was a purpose of telling all this. You need to have a domain name verified to send these emails. You can't use Gmail, Yahoo, any free accounts, and you have to purchase a domain email address, and you set it up with the autoresponder. If you don't know how to do it, they would show you. So that was the purpose of going through all that. So here's many domain companies, but here is one. You can get different products from them. Security, if you're a big time marketer or website and you're wanting that sort of thing, you can have web hosting for having a website. You can actually build the website yourself if you want to have a website. You can also click chat here, and then they've on Trustpilot they've got quite a good rating. So the first thing we'd want to do is find your perfect domain name. Don't know why that's came up. To be honest, can I use if I'm in the UK? But anyway, so perhaps you do Shopify, just use that for an example. It's quite a popular niche, so you wouldn't type in woodworking or something like that. You couldn't also type in Shopify.com because of the business that the owners of Shopify, that's what their site's called. But say your name's Jenny and Jenny Shopify, you could type that in and search, and it's going to search, and it says congratulations, your domain is available. So you could go right ahead. In fact, it's added to the cart, and it's telling you what you'll save, $12, so that's over a year. You could also have .site or .net or .org, but the most popular domain name is .com, but if you really wanted to, you could change it. You can also chat with the customer service agent as well. So you can have it for 1 year or 2 years or 5 years or whatever you want to have, because it will expire, and if you don't buy it when it expires, then the domain name could be gone. So if your name was Jenny and you were doing Shopify and you're really doing well with it, or you're going to stick with it long term, then you could have the domain name a couple of years in advance, and you don't need to worry about it. Privacy and protection is not something that I really go for, so you can just take that off. So here it's given as a pop-up. It's kind of the promo on it. You could be hacked and things like that, but you could still remove or choose to have it. And so domain purchase is for a year, or you get privacy and protection free for a year anyway, so you're going to get that, and then you can decide and then there's tax. It's just the normal thing. But there's other names. ShopifyCourses.com. That's worth $8,000. So somebody's obviously had this site. It's done well. So if you were to buy that, you could potentially get the traffic redirected because you would have your own site, but they wouldn't know that. They would go on it and perhaps purchase from you. So that's why it's worth a lot of money, that domain name, due to previous traffic. And it's not as if the traffic will be cancelled, that the people wouldn't know that they're no longer in business for sort of a limited period of time. You'll get quite a lot of traffic. So purchase a domain name can be profitable. And then there's other options of .us.info, but .com is what you should go for. So you purchase a domain name, and that is the first part of it, and then you would want to purchase a domain email address, and it'll be linked to the same domain name. So we would go to something different, so it's not what I thought it would be. So let's see if there's a domain email address, because that's what we need to purchase. Usually linked in to the same thing, to be honest, but on this site. So we'll type that in again, Jenny Shopify, and see if we can find an email address. That's not came up right. Let's see what's happening. Shopify, which is still obviously available, and then we would want to purchase an email address to go with it. So perhaps when we go to purchase, it will come up, continue. Yeah, so it's when we go there, then it gives us the option of your thought of that, having a domain email address. So we've got they're promoting quite a lot of different add-ons, site locks, so that's preventing you from hackers and viruses, and that's from $4 a month. The SSL certificate, that's really just if you go on a website and it says that they don't have it, then it's like a warning, it's not recommended. So it's really, so you purchase that so people have a better user experience in a website builder powered by AI. So that's a new thing. And then you've got do it yourself. Quick start website launch. So they'll build it for you. A one-time fee of $149. So it's saying here if we go with Google Workspace email, but it's not using Gmail. That's a system that they use. If your name is Jenny, you could have Jenny at Shopify.com. So we're doing a 50% offer at the moment. It's just £3.50 a month, or the business standard, which is $7, and then business plus $11. It wouldn't really matter what you choose. It'll just be a lot more storage space, and you would add to cart that one. Just make sure you want it for jennyshopify.com. It's saying it's for a year. You could pay upfront, I suppose, or just do monthly, which I do, and that brings your price down. So it is about $30. It's mandatory now. Got to mention, with the new Gmail and Yahoo updates, you can't send emails using Gmail or Yahoo. It will land in the spam folder, and that's just pointless. You will be leaving money on the table, as I say. So if you want a business that teaches these methods, it teaches a lot of great things, how to set up your system, how to really make money the correct way, well, take a look at our boot camp in our free community. It's a really special one, and we'd love to have you, and see you soon. Bye bye for now.